Court does call the case of the people versus Sullivan. Counsel, state your appearances.
Jonathan, I'm again on behalf of the people. Attorney Vincent, behalf of Mr. Sullivan.
All right. Okay, by understanding, and Mr. Miller, I want to thank you for coming down on short notice. Were you able to speak with Mr. McMullen?
Yes, Your Honor, I was able to.
All right. And after speaking with him, so your understanding that he will testify in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke with him and I believe he's going to testify to everything he can remember.
Okay. All right.
Your Honor, there is also the issue of Mr. Washington, who's out in the hallway. Her attorney, I reached out to him. He said that he couldn't be here until Thursday, and then he's got a trial next week. I wasn't sure what direction for wanted to take regarding.
Oh, right now I'd like to get this witness's testimony on.
All right. Mr. Mullen out in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'll recall Mr. Mullen, Your Honor.
I don't know. Yeah, he's good. Mullen, if you could please come forward, please, sir. All the way up here. Mr. Mullen, we had gotten an attorney, Mr. Miller, down here. You've had an opportunity to speak with him.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't want to know the subject matter, but it's regarding your rights and obligations regarding testifying in this case. Okay. Are you satisfied with your consultation with him?
Yes.
Okay, very good. And you're going to proceed with testimony given that?
Yes.
All right, very good. Thank you. I would just remind you that you're still under oath. Go ahead, Mr. Evans.
Mr. Mullen, we left your testimony off at the point in time where you said that you were outside of the car having a conversation or a disagreement with the person in the black Cadillac. Do you recall that? So let's start there. You are outside of the driver's side of the black Cadillac.
Yes.
Can you tell me how many people were inside of that black Cadillac? Okay. And was it a male, a female, a male, a male? Okay. And who was in the driver's seat?
Male.
And who was in the passenger, if any?
Female.
We're talking about the front passenger seat. Okay. All right. So want to return to that moment in time. You're having a conversation. At some point in time, does anybody join you next to that vehicle?
I don't recall.
Okay. You recall that you had the opportunity to testify at a previous proceeding, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to start at page 17 and then I'll go to page 22. You were placed under oath at that previous proceeding, is that right?
I believe,
Okay. And that happened on or about July 17th of this year. Does that seem right? And that was at the circuit court downtown. Okay. I'm going to approach with a copy of your transcript. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
I have a highlighted section of the transcript. Feel free to pay attention to that. If you need to go back and forth for contextual reasons, by all means, but please review that and let me know when you're done. Just watch out for the microphone.
Finished reading? You finished reading? Okay.
You testified,
So that we know, and I don't know that you said it for reference, what page are we talking about of that?
starting with page 17.
Got it.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Mullen, you've had an opportunity to review that testimony that you gave. The question that I had was, do you recall there being anybody out in the parking lot? And your answer was, I don't recall. Reviewing that, is your memory refreshed as to whether or not anybody was in the parking lot with you 4 years ago?
So at that moment, to my recollection, I believe Marvin, but I don't recall.
Okay. Do you believe that Marvin was out there with you?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to turn to page 22 of that transcript. Likewise, again, there's a highlighted section.
Line, please.
I don't have a line number in front of me. Just let me know when you're done reviewing that part. Got a chance to review that. Does that refresh your recollection as to whether whether anybody was out in the parking lot? And what was your memory now about if anybody was in the parking lot with you?
Other than myself, Marvin Sullivan.
Do you recall that Marvin Sullivan being out in the parking lot with you?
As he posted his cards on the table and let me know that myself and Marvin were outside the car. And if I was to go against any of that, I would end up like not in.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is something this was a conversation that you had during that hearing?
Right before we went in there.
Okay, when you say the officer?
Officer was a younger prosecutor.
Not me, but a different prosecutor? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that situation aside, do you recall, was Mr. Sullivan out in the parking lot?
I don't recall.
Okay,
What went on that day. I was in shock.
fair enough. I'm gonna play.
So I just want to clarify. So before you testified at the other hearing, you talked to somebody in the hallway?
Yes.
And I'm trying to get clear on what you're trying to tell me regarding that conversation. So try to tell me again.
Going into court, I won't say it was a prosecutor.
Okay.
Other than this one. Yeah, he waited for my lawyer to get there. My lawyer got there, he closed the room, and he said he's gonna lay his cards on the table. So, yeah. Offered the immunity, which my lawyer wasn't 100% in agreement with. And so he said, well, I'm not trying to jam you up or arrest you on this. I already know what happened. So I'm just put it on the floor like this. I know you're not the shooter. I know Marvin was there with you. I know Kathy was there. Just had to going over the whole everything that you assumed happened. And
Okay.
at the time I got there, my lawyer was there. Naya was already, as he said, taken downstairs, perjuring herself.
Okay. So the first time you were talking about this, you said something about the person saying something about a video.
Yeah, showed me a video of what happened that day.
That was when you were in the room with you and your attorney
I was in the
Courtroom.
in the courtroom. So when you were actually, okay, gotcha. Okay, I think I got it now. Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play that video.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna play that video again for you, Mr. Mullen, just so you have a chance to see it. It should pop up on that screen right in front of you, okay?
Is this exhibit one or is this
Exhibit
the?
one, yes.
Okay.
Can you see the video in front of you?
I see nothing.
Oh,
It's a black screen.
now you can see it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna play this video and then I'm gonna ask you a couple questions after it plays through, okay? Fair?
Okay.
I'm gonna quickly pause it at the 52-second mark. You saw the first 52 seconds of that video, correct?
Correct.
There's a car that drives past. Two cars that drive past. Do you remember seeing those two cars at the top of the screen?
I see multiple cars. I come up, turn into the parking lot.
Turning into that parking lot. Okay. Is one of those cars yours?
The silver is one of the back of my car.
Okay. And that's the one that looks like maybe it's just behind that black Cadillac right now? Okay.
See,
Okay. I'm sorry, before I go on anymore, do you remember what kind of car Miss Gray was driving?
no,
Okay, do you remember what color it was? I'll continue. How many figures did you see walk out of the right side from where those cars are parked?
black too.
Is your testimony that one of those two individuals is yourself?
I can't really tell from this video, but if that's my vehicle and that's this encounter, most likely.
Do you have a memory of approaching that vehicle?
Generally.
Okay. Now, I want to just address your testimony before we talk about the video anymore. How does this situation end up resolving itself? What's the next thing that you see as you're by that the driver's side window?
The cars just start pulling up. The car started pulling up.
Which car?
The black one,
Do you remember what kind of car, what make it was?
I believe it was some type of Cadillac.
Okay. Did you see any damage to the car?
Has some holes in it.
Okay. Did you see the condition of the driver?
No.
Okay. Did you see inside of the car?
I don't really recall. Probably,
Okay. What, if anything, did you hear prior to that car pulling off?
I remember.
Okay. What, if anything, and I'm gonna ask this question because it's based on how you testified at the previous hearing. What, if anything, did you feel at that moment in time before the car pulled off? Just before?
It just got like, it's like a feeling you can't really describe. I felt in shock,
Okay,
felt in fear. I thought I was being shot in the moment.
okay.
That I was scared.
When you say being shot in the moment, you're talking about gunshot, right? Okay. And then the car pulls off. What do you do?
It's still there.
Okay. I mean, eventually
Oh,
something happens. Okay. Do you recall at any point in time seeing anybody else with you? You've now had a chance to review that video. Does that refresh your recollection?
it's like 4 years ago, that moment, I think about with my children in the car.
Okay. You get into the car, your car, right?
Yes,
What happens next?
I leave.
And where do you go?
When you got food,
I don't really, did you take out, I don't really care where you went, but just, did you get takeout or dine in someplace? Okay, and then where did you go after that?
I'm in the car.
Do you remember having any, discussions subsequent to this event that day with, Kathy Gray, Nia Lee, or Mr. Sullivan?
No.
Okay. Who was in your car when you left the Ichiban?
My girlfriend and my children.
Okay. Do you still have that test? Can I see that transcript? Referring your attention back to that video, you saw that near collision. Is that right?
Yeah,
Is it safe to assume that that was the collision that you had previously testified to?
that was the condition.
Okay, but there, I mean, there was no crash. Okay. Okay.
May this witness be released?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right, you are released. Thank you, sir. All right. Again, thank you, Ms. Miller.
Your Honor, if I could just make one clarification on the record that I was not his attorney at that July hearing.
Correct. Yes. And you didn't hear the rest of the proceeding. It was Mr. Harris, I do believe, at that proceeding. You were not. Correct.
Correct. And I just feel the transcript will be important, so I wanted that on the record. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. We have one witness whose attorney said they're available Thursday. I'm not available Thursday because I'll be doing other things. So that can't happen. You have a medical examiner that has to come in for New York. We have, how many police witnesses do we have?
I've got 3 police witnesses, all relatively quick. I don't even know that there would be much cross-examination in regard to it, but I could be wrong.
Whenever they say relatively quick, I'm here and I missed dinner.
That's breakfast and lunch. I'm doing.
Okay, so apparently as you're looking at my, like I care. All right, just saying. Well, if you're saying they're quick, let's get them out of the way if we can.
Okay. I'm gonna call, I'm sorry, what do we want to do with Miss Washington?
What did I just tell you to do?
Okay.
Robert.
Please come forward to be sworn.
Solemnly swear to affirm the testimony about giving the truth and all the things I can do, so,
Yes.
today's very.
Robert Cole, ROBERTCO.
Remain quiet.
Officer Cole, Sergeant Cole,
Cole.
Corporal Cole, how long, or we got your name, your current employment?
Yes, currently employed with Pittsfield Township Police Department,
And how long have you been with Pittsfield Township?
almost 18 years now.
And how were you assigned in June of 2021?
I was assigned to road patrol.
Okay. And do you recall on June, on or about June 16th of 2021 being dispatched out to the Ichiban on Washtenaw?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what you were dispatched out there for?
Dispatched out there to a shooting.
Were other officers present with you at that point in time?
On scene, yes.
Okay. And did you have, what was your role and responsibility when you made the scene?
When I got there, got out the police tape and secured the scene in the parking lot of the Ichiban.
Okay. And what did you want to do after you taped off the scene?
After that, I'm part of the accident investigation team, so we have a laser and we were gonna shoot the scene.
Okay. What does that mean, shoot the scene?
With a laser, it's on a tripod, and then someone holds a prism pole, and then you shoot the each individual items that are on the scene.
Okay.
So it gives kind of a scale diagram.
Okay. And so in that capacity, did you have an opportunity to kind of evaluate and assess the entire crime scene?
Yes, it is.
Particularly, did you find any evidence regarding the shooting?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you remember seeing?
In the parking lot of the Ichiban location, there's several shell casings.
Did you, you saw the shell casings and you knew what they were?
Yes.
Okay. Were you able to tell what caliber they were? Did you evaluate them in that regard at all?
No, I didn't get
Okay.
that specific.
Do you remember who the evidence tech was that that ended up ultimately collecting those casings?
I believe it was detective.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. This is my 4. You get that as 5. Okay, fair enough. If I may approach.
You may.
Thank you.
Corporal Cole, I recognize, well, do you recognize the item that I've just handed you?
Yes.
And what's that a picture of?
It's a picture of the shell casings from that day.
Okay, and then are there also some like evidence markers?
Yes,
Did you lay the evidence markers?
I don't believe it.
Okay, but did you see those evidence markers and those casings out there? Is that a fair and accurate picture of the casings as they were in the Ichiban parking lot?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Do you remember how many there were?
I don't remember exactly how many.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Approximation.
more than 5?
Yeah, I would say there's 1 5.
Okay, all right. Your Honor, I'm going to move to admit People's Proposed Exhibit 4 unless there's any objection.
Any
required.
objection or voir dire?
Any comments for cross-exam?
All right, exhibit 4 is admitted.
Thank you. I don't have any other questions for this witness.
Cross-examination.
What time do you think you got there? Approximately
No, I don't recall.
daily though, right?
Yes.
Summertime,
Yes.
parking lot fairly full. If you remember.
No, I don't believe it was. I don't remember.
Okay. In the traffic situation about that time, was it normal? Sunday busy?
As far as the parking lot? or-
No, on Washington Avenue. I travel on Washington Avenue. Maybe at 3 a.m. in the morning, it's not busy, but it was busy.
I would say it'd be typical for that time of day.
Busy. Fair.
Yeah, I don't recall the traffic on Washtenaw at that time.
Is it normally busy on Washington Avenue?
At that time, yeah, I would say it's typical.
Typically busy? All right. I'm going to ask you questions about the picture that has just been admitted in evidence. Now, those are tents there, right? What's called tent,
Yes.
where the shell casings are, evidence markers. Commonly called tents, correct? I see the number 13 on there.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you pick all these up yourself? Put them in any kind of container?
I didn't touch any of these.
And where were they located in the parking lot?
If you're looking at the Ichiban, so it'd be kind of like to the southeast of Ichiban in the parking lot.
Okay, but where cars would park, well, would drive before they parked?
In the parking lot.
Yeah, in the parking lot. And who picked up the shell casings? Do you know?
I believe it was a detective car.
All right. And you, other than putting these tents there, did you help make a diagram of the scene?
So I didn't put the tents there either.
Do you know who did that?
I'm not sure exactly who put the tents there.
So only thing you could tell us today when you arrived is that there were numerous shell casings in the parking lot.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, no further questions.
When you arrived, were the tents already down or no?
When I arrived, I don't believe so, no.
Okay, all right, very good. Any redirect? All right, thank you, Corporal.
Thank you.
All your next witness.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, did you want to have the exhibit or?
Yes, I'm gonna need actually copies of all of them, but
I'm gonna call Officer Spacky.
sir, ma'am, please come forward and be sworn.
Take a seat, raise your right hand. You talk swear to affirm the testimony about the States for your first and last name.
Olivia Spacky, SPACKY.
All right, you may inquire.
I'm sorry, so just so that we're clear, former last name?
Boatwright, BOATWRIGH.
Thank you
Everybody
for
did
that.
Mr. Evans.
I just need to clear the record, so in case I call her Boatwright. It's new for me too, Your Honor. How long have you been, or your current employment?
Currently employed by this relationship.
Okay. And how long have you been so employed?
Just shy of 11 years.
And were you employed in that capacity in June of 2021?
Yes.
What was your assignment in June of 2021?
Road patrol, and I'm also an evidence technician.
Okay. Are in that capacity as an evidence technician, were you assigned to, I don't know what the word is, but tech out a Cadillac involved in a shooting at an Ichiban?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about how that assignment came to you?
I was requested by a higher ranking officer to assist with the shooting that we had just had. I was advised by another evidence technician that a vehicle had been towed back to our police station and needed processing, so I assisted with that.
Do you know where it was towed from?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, St. Joe's. Formerly St. Joe's.
Okay, and it came back to your station?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You had an opportunity to review the outside of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When it comes to processing a car that's involved in a shooting, can you walk us through that process? Not necessarily this specific car, but generally, what are you going to do as an evidence tech unit?
I start with photographing the exterior of the vehicle from every angle possible that I can reach. And then I try to photograph the inside of the vehicle before we start removing things for evidence.
Okay. Did you follow that process in regards to this Cadillac?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you recall who the owner of the Cadillac was?
No, sir.
Okay, fair enough. Did you end up taking pictures of the vehicle's exterior?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, when you first saw the vehicle from the outside, what was your initial impression?
I observed what appeared to be bullet holes on the driver's side back window.
Okay. How many different defects did you see to the exterior of the vehicle?
There were numerous and they were all in the same area.
Okay. Where was that area on the vehicle?
Back driver's side passenger, or sorry, the back driver's side window.
Okay, so like okay, I have you. All right, I'm gonna approach with what's been marked as people's proposed exhibits 5, 6, and 7. So it's the exterior of the car. Officer, by all means, take a moment to review each of those documents in front of those pictures in front of you. Do you recall those items?
These ones were taken by a different officer.
Yes, I recognize that. But do you recognize that vehicle?
Yes,
Okay, and the damage contained within?
yes,
Are those fair and accurate pictures regarding the damage to that Cadillac that you saw on or about June 16th?
yes.
Okay. Can you walk us through each of the pictures, what you're looking at? And if you don't mind, just referencing the exhibit number.
Exhibits 5, 6, and 7 are what appear to be bullet holes in the driver's side and rear door, and window area of a black sedan.
Okay. And again, you've already mentioned that those are fair and accurate pictures of the damage to the vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, unless there's any objection or voir dire on the issue, I'm going to move to admit people's 5, 6, and 7.
Any objection or voir dire?
I would look for Jerry.
Yes, go ahead.
You didn't take these pictures, correct? Do you know who did?
According to the police report, it was another evidence technician.
Excuse me?
According to the police report, it's another evidence technician.
The name? Do you know the name of it?
Detective, with us.
Okay, so Detective Carr took these pictures.
Yes,
Were you there when you took them?
no, sir.
First time you saw this automobile Cadillac was at the Pittsville Police Station
Yes, sir.
in a holding area,
In one of the fire bays, yes, sir.
and you never saw the car prior to that.
To the best of my knowledge, no.
You would say this is a fair and accurate picture of the Cadillac when you inspected it at the Pittsville Police Station, correct?
In bullet hole, yes, sir.
Let me ask the question again. This is a fair and accurate picture of the black Cadillac that was at your police station.
Yes, sir.
That's the first time you saw it. You didn't see it in the parking lot. You didn't go to St. Joe's or anything else, correct?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, sir, of the police station.
That's the only time you dealt with this car, at the police station. No objection for them to be admitted, Your Honor.
Exhibits 5, 6, 7 are admitted.
Okay. Do you recall there being any damage to the interior of the vehicle? What damage do you recall being on the interior of the vehicle?
There were numerous holes, in the back of the other side of the driver's seat, they appeared to be bullet holes. There were holes in the back of the seat, but not in the front, indicating that whatever had been shot into it and accident.
Okay. And when you see those bullet holes on the interior of the vehicle, not necessarily regarding this car, but what's the process going to play out when you see those bullet holes in a vehicle?
We typically try to take it out of whatever item it's in.
Okay. And did you have an opportunity in this case to explore any of the interior, whether there was any fragments or anything located in this vehicle?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna approach with 5 through 19. These are all the inside pictures of the car.
What did you say?
Do you want a chance? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say 5? That's my poor handwriting. That's an 8.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I wonder if my eyes were going blind.
Nope, just mine.
The 8 through
8 through 17. What I have.
8 through 17.
Yes. Anyway,
I have those quotes, Your Honor. You just call your number.
Okay. If I may approach.
Man. Mr. Vincent, were you asking specifically, you said to call out, because yours are 4.
The numbers that he has reference to the numbers I have on these photos.
I'll have the officer go through it.
Go ahead.
All right. Officer Spacky, by all means, take a moment. There's a lot of photos there in front of you, but when you're done, let me know if you recognize the contents of those photos.
Oh, yes, sir, that appears to be the interior of the handwriting process.
Okay. And again, did you take those photos?
Yes.
Okay. You took these photos.
Yes.
Okay. In cataloging these, are these all fair and accurate pictures of the Cadillac that you processed?
Yes.
And where did you process it at again?
And it's built.
Okay. And so for purposes of this exam, if you don't mind, let's start with exhibit number 5 or exhibit number 8. Wow. What's contained within that picture?
It appears to be a bullet fragment and broken glass in a.
And if you don't mind just showing that so that Mr. Vincent and Amanda can see it.
Thank you.
Okay. And exhibit 9?
Appears to be more broken glass, bullet fragment in a seat cushion.
10?
Bullet holes in the back of the driver's side seat.
If I'm going too fast, let me know. Okay.
Hey, John, can I just, is it possible for you to hold up number 9 again? I'm sorry. Thank you.
And I don't have a problem. I can go to the copy machine and make copies of all these for you too. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, just 11.
Then it appears to be a bullet hole on the back of the center console. The image is from the back seat of the Cadillac with a ruler next to it. That's 11.
Okay. And that ruler that's put there by Pittsfield Township Police. Okay. And what's the purpose of the ruler?
Just to kind of get rid of the sizing.
Okay. All right. 12.
The windshield was cracked, on the front of the Cadillac. There was no hole through it, indicating that it's probably from a fragmented bullet bouncing off the inside.
I'm gonna check the problem.
If I can, if I can explore that issue.
Yes, answered.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with the answer.
Thank you.
Objection is over.
I withdraw the objection.
I'm sorry, what number was that?
12.
Okay, 13.
It looks like the rear view mirror, from the side of the Cadillac with a ruler that says bullet 10.
Do you know, I'm sorry, is this the driver's side or the passenger side?
To be honest, I can't tell
Okay.
for sure, but there appears to be a chip in the mirror.
Okay. 14.
Another bullet hole in the interior of the car, looks like seat. With the roller label bullet 11.
When you label bullet 11, where is that number coming from? Bullet.
We label them typically as we find them,
Okay, so this would have been the 11th bullet that you found?
or a hole inside of this vehicle.
Understood. Does that in any way include anything that might have been found at the Ichiban, or is this your own numbering system?
This would have been my number.
Okay,
I was in a call.
okay. I'm sorry, what number are we on now?
15.
15?
15, it's the bullet 11 roller, it just below it. I had begun cutting out the interior of the car to get to the bullet fragment.
Okay, thank you. 16?
16 is the bullet fragment before it was removed from the interior of the back seat driver.
Okay. And then 17?
17 is a bullet fragment, for part of a bullet recovered from a floor mat inside of that vehicle.
Okay, do you recall whether that was the driver's side or the passenger side floor mat, or maybe front or rear?
I do not.
Okay, fair enough. All right. And those are all fair and accurate copies of the pictures that you took of that Cadillac.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Unless there's any objection or voir dire, I'll move to admit 8 through 17.
Hearing no objection of voir dire, 8 through 17 are admitted.
Is this the first time that you've ever teched a car before?
No, sir.
Can you comment on the correlation between the damage of the outside of the car and the inside of the car?
The bullet holes in the rear window from the driver's side, and then the bullet holes inside of the vehicle or at the back of the driver's side seat.
Okay. Do they appear to be of the same trajectory?
I'm going to object unless she's an expert in ballistics.
Okay.
I'll sustain the objection.
And ultimately, we obviously saw that there were several fragments and bullets that were recovered from the interior of those vehicles, or pictures taken of them anyway. Do you recall if you would have taken those, or would a different detective have taken those into evidence?
The detective that was helping me, Detective Carr, was the one that brought him into evidence.
Okay. Excellent. Olivia, I don't have any other questions for you at this time.
Cross-examination.
Did you ever, officer, did you ever have any of these bullets turned over to a crime lab?
I'm not sure what was done after they were collected.
Excuse me, could you say that again?
I'm not sure what was done with them after they were collected.
Okay. So all you did was collect this stuff?
Photograph and help with the
Yeah,
collection.
Exhibit number 5.
Yes, sir.
It might be on the.
Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
No, I think I asked you this one. This was taken at Pittsfield Police Station, correct?
It was not.
Okay, this was taken. Do you know where this picture was taken?
I referenced a different police report. It was a detective, an evidence technician that initially responded to the hospital with that vehicle and removed bullet fragments from the door prior to it being towed back to the station.
Who was that person?
Detective Carr.
Oh, because you didn't have anything to do with it at St. Joe's, Trinity Health, or whatever the name is this week.
Right.
Okay. And would it be fair to say that the first time you saw the exhibit number 5 was when it was developed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you're not able to tell us if, how close, you're not an expert in ballistics, correct?
Not correct.
So if I ask you how close the person who fired a handgun or rifle into this vehicle, you wouldn't be able to tell us, could you?
Typically, no.
You wouldn't be able to tell us if the car was actually moving forward.
No, sir.
All you could tell us there were holes in the car, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever go inside the car? When I say car, I mean the black Cadillac. Did you, besides collecting this evidence, did you do anything else inside that vehicle?
We photographed it, we would have went through whatever items were inside of the car that,
I'm asking what you did, not what we did, but what you did. Besides taking these pictures and collecting the bullet fragments in the bullet, did you do anything else inside that vehicle?
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you.
Any redirect?
None, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Rob? Yeah. All right. What other witnesses do you have that are here?
Detective Roth, or Lieutenant Roth, I should say.
So I thought you had 2 officers, you have 3.
I have 3, yes.
Is this one gonna be short?
This is just the autopsy photos.
I'm probably going to object to those without the actual medical examiner.
Yeah, wouldn't that make more sense to have,
He took the pictures.
pardon?
He took the pictures, so I was just gonna admit the pictures, and then I would have the ME testify to them.
I'm going to object to that procedure.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense to me. What would make sense if I had a medical examiner, whatever order you might want to call them in on the same day, but have the 2 together. So,
I totally understand. It was just,
well, good. Then I don't need any further comment. All right, that's the way, so I don't need that testimony right now. Is there any other witness that you have here today that we're not going to have to put over?
outside of Miss Washington.
And Ms. Washington has said that, well, she has said that her attorney is available Thursday. That, as I've indicated, is not going to happen. So the real question that I have for you is, what are the parameters regarding the medical exam? So then Ms. Whiteling and I can try to find some dates.
I'm sorry, I missed the last part of what.
So that Ms. Washington and I, or Ms. Whiteling and I can try to find some dates.
Yeah, so he primarily resides in New York. We were going to arrange travel for him to fly here and have him testify.
Right, but I understand that he was injured.
Yep.
When would he be available to fly out to be here?
I'd have to step out and make that.
Go call him, figure that out, you can take him back, and then we're gonna go through some ranges of dates. And that way Ms. Washington can be informed, so she can tell her attorney and see if that's gonna work. Courts and recess.
All right.
The thing is that Mr. Vincent wishes the medical examiner in person. And because of what has happened to him, would not be available to fly out from New York until January.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So I had given counsel the 12th or the 5th or the 12th. And my understanding is the 12th would be a better date.
I believe so.
So preliminary examination, the continuance of this preliminary examination will be January 12th, 2025, 26, 9 a.m. before me. Yes,
Court's permission. I'd like to investigate a bond.
you may.
He's sitting in jail now since June, several months now. And apparently we're gonna be there, hopefully, as early as mid-January, almost mid-January. He lives local?
Well, he's been in jail. I have, his arraignment date is July. I mean, that may be no difference. He wasn't in jail prior to that.
No, I'm talking about the July date. I wasn't.
Okay.
So, it's not months and months already. We got months, a couple months to go. I'm addressing appropriate bond, house arrest. Heather, any device the court thinks would keep him in contact with this court. I don't see he has any reason to flee.
Is there a response from the people?
Your Honor, I think given the nature of the charges, that the bond is currently set is appropriate. And you obviously had the opportunity to hear some of the testimony today.
And that's exactly why I'm asking for a bond.
Why?
Testimony today. There's a good reason not to flee.
Well, I would just say this, given the testimony actually of the first witness identifies him and then identifies what transpired at that time, at least based upon that testimony. But given all of that and having listened to all of the testimony in the case, as well as looking at the nature of the charges, I think it's appropriate in this matter that bond would remain as denied in this case, given the homicide charge. So motion for bond reduction or modification of bond is denied. Court will continue bond. Is denied. Thank you.